Hello, and welcome to Ivani's Blacked Out Stories.
Hello, and welcome back to my Blacked Out Stories. And today, we delve into controversy and prejudice. But not in a traditional setting. It's about a male-hating husband who pressures his wife to terminate pregnancies. Original, post.
My husband confessed to me he convinced me to abort my baby because it was a boy and is now suggesting a second abortion after the gender reveal. I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to help my husband or even help myself. He is strictly against therapy as he says he doesn't care to change and that I knew this from the start, and I did. I feel like the most cruel woman in this world for feeling like I'm carrying the end to my marriage and actually considering an abortion. My husband said years back how ready he was for fatherhood, and I saw how ecstatic he was when I got pregnant. When the gender was revealed at the time he changed, he withdrew himself and became extremely cold and distant. He said how we should focus on our careers and that being parents could wait. My husband, who wanted nothing more than to be a father, was suddenly not ready anymore. He said that there was so much we both wanted to do and that a child would put an end to all of that, and I gave in, 'cause I loved him so much and didn't want to lose him. I recently got pregnant again, and we were both the happiest people in the world again, until the gender reveal. It's a boy. He is now suggesting a second abortion 'cause he's not ready again. After a big fight, he confessed that he doesn't want to father boys and that they are morally and physically degenerated and inferior in every single way. I'm astonished. I no longer know what to do. He told me early in the relationship that he wanted to be a girl dad, but I didn't know that it was set in stone. I wanted the same as him but wouldn't throw myself into a wood chipper if it happened to be a boy. Health is above gender for me. Today it dawned on me my husband hates men. He actively discriminates against them and goes out of his way to avoid them and has, on several occasions, physically assaulted and hospitalized men. It has always been in defense of me or other women. When men are involved, he always escalates problems, as if he's looking for an excuse to get physically violent. He describes them as lesser, unintelligent, and unattractive. He's the softest, funniest man you'd ever meet around women. I never thought about it until today, but he also runs a business that consists of an all-girl team. He says he hires based on merit, but I no longer believe that. He stated how he saw a father and his two daughters dressed in pink at the Barbie movie premiere and that he wanted nothing more in the world than to be like that. For me, him and his daughters to move out into a farm in the middle of nowhere where he never has to see another man again. I just cannot leave him 'cause he is everything I want in this world. This is genuinely his only flaw. He is handsome, sweet, empathetic, understanding, funny, hardworking. I've now been given an ultimatum between the love of my life and the life of my son. I feel stuck and numb, and that my world is coming down over my head. He has said that he won't stick around if I choose to give birth to it or that I should put it up for abortion the day he is born. I feel like I have no other option but to give in.
And now for some comments. Missy May Penn states,
"That is so horrible. My mom didn't do that. But she and her whole family saw girls as failures. When I was pregnant with my first child, when I told them it was a girl, they were like offering condolences. My cousin literally said, I tried twice and failed both times when she had two beautiful healthy daughters. My other cousin had a boy and acted like she won the lottery. She told me that I could just admit that I would trade my daughter for a son any day. When I said no, I wouldn't, she accused me of lying. Females were taught to be ashamed of anything female, even being female. Almost all the cousins and neighborhood kids were boys. But if I was playing with them, I was accused of sneaking off into the woods letting them take turns. Mom would even lie and say she heard them talking about how I put out I was 7 years old. And when we started our periods, she made a point of embarrassing us in front of everyone by announcing it. We got one 10-count box of tampons or pads a month. If we wore anything feminine, we looked like sluts.
The next comment comes from Saucy Bob Rossi. And it states,
Yeah, your husband being everything you want is more important than your child's certain trauma that he will for sure, without a doubt, cause. I say, without hesitation, that he will traumatize your daughter emotionally if you do have one. Unless she decides she's 100% female and lesbian, your husband will hate some part of her for liking men, even if it's a friend. She might find her best friend at school is a boy, just to bring him home and get cursed out for doing so the second he acts like a stereotypical boy. What would he do if he walked in on her kissing a boy, never mind anything further? Just all these possibilities aren't worth it. Either get him to do therapy or divorce. Give him the ultimatum. Express how his views will traumatize his child, no matter the gender, and demonize men in their eyes as well. Or they will demonize their own father, and maybe you for staying with him.
And now for a final comment. And it is from Ultra Blue 89. But before we move to the further, please like and subscribe for more.
Hot take. He's gay, and that's why he's so adverse to men. Or he's attracted to boys, and thus why he is so adamant she gets an abortion. This person has major issues, and you need to get out. They honestly sound dangerous. I dated someone similar. They were deep in denial about being
And
gay.
that concludes this story.
They were abusive to me and
And
others.
hopefully you enjoyed it.
A lot of your story resonates.
And if so, please consider my invitation to subscribe for more Avani's Blacked Out Stories.